Hello success people, welcome to my channel. If you are watching my video for the first time, please do subscribe. And now our topic is on HCF and LCM of numbers. And here in this video we are going to discuss on the definitions, and the later coming video we can go into the problems. So the first definition is factor and multiple. This is the important base definition what we need to know before going to discuss on HCF and LCM. In this one, if a number A divides the number B, then the number A is said to be the factor of B, and the number B is said to be the multiple of A. Means here, if we consider numbers like 3 as A and 6 as B, then 3 divides 6. 3 divides 6 exactly. So the number 3 is called as factor of 6, and 6 is the multiple of 3 here. So this is the factor. 3 is factor and 6 is multiple of 3. And also we can have like this also, like 6 is exactly divisible by 6. So 6 is also factor of 6 and 6 is the multiple of 6. Means here by taking this one, we are going to know that factor of this number means factor is always less than or equal to that number. If B is the number, right? B is the number. Means for the number B, the factors are always less factors are always less than or equal to number. And when coming to the multiples are always greater than or equal to number. That's the difference between factor and multiple. A number which is factor and multiple to that particular number is itself. Means for 6, the number 6 is itself a multiple and it is itself a factor. The number itself is said to be factor and multiple. And the next is HCF. HCF is highest common factor, and it is also known as GCD, greatest common divisor. And coming to the explanation, the HCF of 2 or more than 2 numbers is the greatest number that divides each of them exactly. Here we need to consider that word exactly. Means if we take two numbers as 3 and 6, let us consider 3 and 6 as the given two numbers, then the number which is exactly divides these two numbers, that number is called the HCF, that is the highest common factor. Here 3, if we take 3 exactly divides the 3 and also 6. So 3 is the highest common factor of the two numbers 3 and 6. And there are two methods for this one. How we can find out the HCF of 2 or more than 2 given numbers is a factorization method, and the other is division method. Let us discuss these. We can discuss these two methods when we are going through the problems. Okay. And next we are going to LCM and LCM. And now LCM. The least number which is exactly divisible by each one of the given number is called their LCM. Here we are saying as the least number which is exactly divisible by each one of the given numbers. Means we are going to take as means the given number should be divisible by the two means the two given numbers should divide the LCM. Don't confuse guys, this is just the reverse of HCF, that's it. The next formula is product of two numbers is equal to product of LCM and HCF of the two numbers This is one of the formula. Product of two numbers is equal to product of LCM and HCF of the two numbers. The next is fractions, means LCM and HCF of fractions. HCF of fractions of two given fractions is equal to HCF of numerators by LCM of denominators. In the same way, LCM of the two fractions is LCM of numerators by HCF of denominators. And the next one is LCM and HCF of decimals, means in decimal numbers. For this one, we need to make the same number of decimal places by annexing the zeros in the same in some numbers if necessary. So we can go through this one while we are making the problems in the next video. And the last topic is in this chapter, the last one is comparison of fractions. Here we can compare two fractions with the help of LCM. We can now let us know that one. Here, find. First thing is, if we have two fractions like x by y and z by w, then we need to find the LCM of the denominators of the given fractions. Convert each of the fractions into an equivalent fraction with LCM as the denominator by multiplying both the numerator and the denominator by the same number. The resultant fraction with the greatest numerator is the greatest one. For example, let us have an example for this one. Let us consider two fractions like 4 by 3 and 1 by 6. Now we need to find out which is the greatest fraction in these two by using LCM. Like here what we said in the definition, find the LCM of the denominators of the given fraction. So we need to find out. So the LCM of 3 and 6 is 3, 6. LCM is 6. And next we need to convert each of the fraction into an equivalent fraction with LCM as the denominator. So for this one we need to multiply both the numerator and denominator by the same number. So for this one we need to do as here the LCM is 6. Here we already have 3 as the denominator. So what we need to multiply means 2, means 4 by 3 into 2 by 2, and here 1 by 6 into the LCM is 6 and the denominator is also 6, so into 1 by 1, so 8 by 6, and this is 1 by 6. Now the resultant fraction with the greatest numerator is the greatest one. Here the resultant fraction has 8 is the greatest number. 8 is the greatest numerator present in these two fractions. So the number 4 by 3 is the greatest one. That's it.